Screen door side when she stepped in, dust spun gold in the jar of gin. Deep blue dress and a quiet kind of flame. Every cowboy turned their heads to the name. The old singer by the jukebox knew that look she wore, that midnight hue. It shook loose a ghost he kept held tight from a summer gone in a hard white light. Oh, the girl in the blue dress walked in and stole the room. Oh, the girl in the blue dress brought back my lonely June. Every man saw a pretty face, I saw love time couldn't replace. Oh, the girl in the blue dress, she was my old heart's bruise. She set her glass down slow as rain, smiled like she already knew my name. I saw my lost one in the curve of her chin, in the shade where the hurt still lived within. Back when the corn was shoulder high, and I learned how a good thing dies. Now the neon hummed, the night leaned low, and my voice cracked soft on an old back road. Oh, the girl in the blue dress walked in and stole the room. Oh, the girl in the blue dress brought back my lonely June. Every man saw a pretty face, I saw love time couldn't replace. Oh, the girl in the blue dress, she was my old heart's bruise. I sang for tips and I sang for grace. She nodded once from a candle place, and I knew some hearts, they never leave. They just ride along in what we breathe. Oh, the girl in the blue dress walked in and stole the room. Oh, the girl in the blue dress brought back my lonely June. Every man saw a pretty face, I saw love time couldn't replace. Oh, the girl in the blue dress, she was my old heart's bruise. Old boots on a cracked wood floor, same stool I've been leaning on for years. Cheap bourbon, same old war stories, same ghosts, same tired fears. Then the door side laid and heavy, smoke curled around her like a veil. Dark hair, red dress, eyes like thunder, walked in slow, soft as hell. She was a smoky bar dream in a neon dust, soft as a secret, sharp as rust. One glance cut straight through this weathered hide, saw my wild young heart in her tired eyes. Then she slipped through my fingers like a prayer in the wind. Smoky bar dream here, then gone again. She sat where the shadows get deeper, back corner by the cracked glass pane. Lit a match, lit my memories, heard my first love call my name. Those eyes had the same fierce breaking, same highway hunger, same loose grin. Like she danced with all my yesterdays and carried all my ancient sins. She was a smoky bar dream in a neon dust, soft as a secret, sharp as rust. One glance cut straight through this weathered hide, saw my wild young heart in her tired eyes. Then she slipped through my fingers like a prayer in the wind. Smoky bar dream here, then gone again. I stood up, but the room turned hollow. Head chairs, dust, one busted fan. Where she'd been, just a cold glass sweating, like she never touched this land. She was a smoky bar dream in a neon dust, soft as a secret, sharp as rust. One glance cut straight through this weathered hide, saw my wild young heart in her tired eyes. Then she slipped through my fingers like a prayer in the wind. Smoky bar dream, just a ghost of who I might have been. Old bar clock stuck at past gone. Ashtray mountains, country on low. Boots on the rail, staying on all the vis glass, thinking about years that burned out too fast. As she walks in like a losing bet, red dress hanging just above regret. Deep line dipping right through my pride, soft laugh cutting clean through the night. Smoke in her neckline, whiskey in my veins, every bad decision calling out my name. I know she's trouble, written clear as day, but I'm an old fool just looking her just looking her way. She leans on the bar, says, buy me a port. Eyes like summer I don't live in no more. Her perfume mixing with the dust and the sound of some sad record spinning me around. She asks where I'm from, I say far behind. She just smiles and traces the rim of her wine. A ring on my finger, heavy as stone. Still I'm wondering what it feels like alone. Smoke in her neckline, whiskey in my veins. Every bad decision calling out my name. I know she's trouble written clear as day, but I'm an old fool just looking her way. Yeah, I'm an old fool just looking her way. I see younger me in that crooked grin, all the roads I took to wind up here again. One more story, I don't need to start. One more cracked picture in this worn out heart. Smoke in her neckline, whiskey in my veins. Every quiet promise shaking in the haze. I know she's trouble, so I bow my head, tip my hat gently, and I walk out instead. Yeah, leave that angel to some devil ahead. Old bar clock still stuck on the wall. Door swings closed to her lonesome drawl. Night air hits like a mercy rain, carrying her laughter, my little saved shame. She walked in like the end of summer, dust on her boots, sun in her hair. Lifeline she ain't had time to earn yet, like she'd been happy everywhere. Her laugh hit me like an old home movie, faded frames I swear I'd seen, a life that never happened to me, felt closer than the life I'd been. She looked like remembering something I never did, like a porch swing I don't own, like a house I never lived in as a kid. For a moment I was younger than the this worn-out wedding band. Holding a future I was never gonna have in the palm of my shaking hand. She asked me for a light and a story. Said you look like you've seen some miles. I told her just the chapters I could handle. She filled the blanks in with her smile. We danced slow in a room full of strangers, her head near my heart, keeping time. I knew that she was headed for the highway, but she let me pretend she was mine. She looked like remembering something I never did, like Sunday mornings with a family that never called me daddy as a kid. For a moment I was braver than this quiet, careful man, holding a future I was never gonna have in the palm of my shaking hand. She said, I ain't staying past the sunrise. I said, darling, I don't blame you at all. Some hearts are meant for leaving, some just lean there on the wall. We kissed like we were stealing time right off God's own clock. Then she slipped out through the screen door, and the night went with her walk. She looked like remembering something I never did, like a kitchen light left burning for a boy who never made it in. Now I'm older than my stories, and they're shorter than my plans. Still feel that future I was never gonna have fade out my trembling hands. Yeah, she looked like remembering of a life I never lived, and the pain of only holding it is all she had to give. Met her in a bar off I-25, dust on her boots, sun in her eyes, laughed like a river over worn-out stone. Said she'd been chasing places more than home. She asked my name, I said it's been a while since I'd been caught under a stranger's smile. Her hand felt small around my whiskey glass. Said, you look like a story with a broken past, but she belongs to the road, to the dotted lines and distant coastlines. a song. Gone by sunrise, I'm just a stop on her way to unknown. An old cowboy learning to let go. She belongs to the road. I showed her the ranch where the fences sat, the paint chip porch, the torn saddlebag. She spun in my hat in the kitchen light. Bare feet on tile laid the old house bright. We talked about years I could not get back. She talked about miles she still had to track. I saw that fire I used to know burning in a face that wouldn't grow slow. But she belongs to the road, to the late night towns and sudden goodbyes. She's a spark that can't be slow, chasing every red sun as it dies. I'm just a verse in her unwritten home, an old cowboy learning to let go. But she belongs to the road. She kissed my cheek in the morning gray. Yeah. Coffee went cold as she drove away. Tire tracks fading in the rear view dust, heart saying stay, but my bones say trust. One more chance is one more chain, and you don't rope down a wild range. She left her scarf on my bedroom chair. Smells like summer, feels like prayer. 'Cause she belongs to the road, to the open sky and humming engine. She's a promise never old, just a gentle ghost in my old suspicions. I'll tip my hat to the love I once hoped, an old cowboy wise enough to know that she belongs to the road. Where the gravel meets the gate, watch the highway tip my fate. Some love's coming, some just pass through. She kept me young for a night or two, then did what she was born to do. She belongs to the road.